We're live.
We're live.
What's in there?
Don't worry about
Is that orange juice?
That's orange juice.
It's awful light for orange juice.
Hey,
What?
here we are. HUAH Outdoors. We got to say our Pledge of Allegiance.
All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Play ball!
Play ball. All right. Aim small, miss small. Pick a spot.
Don't be. That's the end of the show.
Oh, that's the end of the show. Okay.
That's the end of the show.
So what's up? What have we been doing?
I don't know. Been looking at deer on the phone mostly. Hunting season doesn't start until the day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. We're filming this Monday, the 29th. I did a trip over to the farm by myself. Set 2 nights on my chestnuts. Deer are all over them chestnuts, but a lot of them after dark. It was just blazing hot. Did have 2 up-and-comers. I think a 2-year-old 8-pointer that was, golly, he could have been 3, but I think he was 2. I'm going to say this 120-inch 8-pointer. He's a nice 8-pointer. I got a picture of him that our illustrious Lee will be putting in this video. We'll slip this in here, show you that picture. There was a bigger of the 2. I couldn't get my camera on him and take a picture. I was packing up. I mean, I had like 3 minutes of shooting light left, so I thought, I'm packing up. I got a break right here. I can get my stuff and get slipped out, you know, before something come in and I get pinned in, you know. And I was looking for the 9-pointer. Didn't see the 9-pointer. However, 9-pointer's still out there. I got him this morning, 30 minutes after daylight on my alfalfa plot, which leads me to believe he's bedding close.
I've seen that picture. That's a nice body deer, too.
I sent that to you. So I'm real positive he's 4. I'm thinking he's got a real good chance to be 5. I just love to see him in person. I just want to see him in person and see how he acts.
You ain't going to shoot him, are you?
If I think he's 5, he's going to get whacked, yeah. I haven't shot a deer off my farm in forever. Everybody else does, but me, which that's okay. I enjoy doing all that to let my buddies come over. We have a great gun season, and I've been sending Greg some recipes, so we're going to have some different things done for...
He's cooking victuals.
Greg is chief cook and bottle washer at deer camp. He loves to cook, so we let him. So it does a pretty good job of it. And Lee, he's going to be the filming and editor man. And I'm going to take this, I got a deer decoy in here, and I think I'm taking that one possibly to the farm with me. But I looked today on Facebook, I looked at Craigslist, eBay, I was trying to find another one. I want to get another one. I have decoys at different locations, so I don't have to tote them in and out. Over the years, I've bought decoys, and I've been lax about trying to find a couple more, and here it is, deer season, I'm trying to find one.
I thought we discussed that not necessarily. That's a good thing. Somebody could write in a tip. Sometimes decoys help you, and sometimes they hurt you.
Right.
You know.
Oh, no.
Whether it's bucks or does, you know, I mean, I guess it depends. But
does are freaking notorious for stomping and snorting and carrying on. But when I got a buck like the 9-pointer showing up on that alfalfa in the morning, a half hour after daylight, I'm thinking, you know, if I put another buck out there up close to the shooting house, maybe he'll come over and just investigate him and stuff. I put a couple scrape trees up on the west field, the cornfield, and the alfalfa field. So I got those up when I was over there too. Got them doctored up with branch butter, Black Widow, gonna get that right. Black Widow branch butter. Got those up and I cut some hickory saplings and put them out. So, hey, tell them the good news about what we just found out about here at home.
The parks or what?
The counties.
Oh, well, we got into it. They had, 5 counties that we couldn't
shoot.
Couldn't shoot a doe until November 1st. And now they've either through grammatical error or they went ahead and did it, but they let
peer
one of
pressure.
They let one of our counties come back in, so now we can Moultrie County.
Yeah, we can whack a doe on opening day if we so choose.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
It's going to be hot opening day here, so it's not going to be the best conditions to hunt deer.
I'm not looking forward to. I really want to hunt that split 3 buck down there. That's in Moultrie County, but man, it's supposed to be like 89.
How you take care of a deer if you shoot? I mean, it's getting to 50s at night, middle 50s at night.
Well, that's why you got a buddy with a cooler and a cool box.
Yeah, but I mean, literally, if that deer's on the ground for too long,
well,
if you
this is true.
Some of these big deer, you got to shoot them.
This is true.
Go, if you don't,
you got to get
punch
after it. You got to get after it and do it as quick as possible. You know, without bumping them. You know, if you got that kind of situation.
I'm gonna sit just to say I sit, but it'd have to be a monster. You know.
Right. I watched a doe chomp on chestnuts. It's amazing to watch a deer eat chestnut or an acorn. Just how they can pick it up, chew it around in their mouth, drop out the holes that they don't want to eat, and keep the meat in their mouth. I guess it's like, I'm not super good at it, but these guys that can eat sunflower meats, you know, with the seed, when they play baseball and they spit the seed out, not the part they want to eat, they split the hole out, excuse me. To me, that's just amazing how well they do that.
Yeah, and those deer had never seen a chestnut before in your
Probably
area.
not, no.
Not that we know of.
Not in their DNA, right? Because what do they say certain things are in their DNA that, you know, they've over eons. Well, hell, they hadn't been a chestnut in that part of the world. Shit. 70, 80 years when the blight come through and killed all of them off. They thought they were all dead, and they finally found one in Georgia or something like that and propagated off of that and made more. So mine are 12/13 American and 1/13 Chinese chestnut. Supposedly they're resistant to the blight because of the 1/13 Chinese in them, but I don't know.
As much Chinese as I've ate over the year, I could be 1/13 Chinese.
Hey, got some rain too over at the farm, and my plots look, for as late as it is, they're up and going, and I was tickled. Green carpet, and last night, $5 on the east plot next to the soybeans in the Deadly Dozen. 5 different bucks. 2 of them was probably 3-year-olds. I couldn't tell if the 9 was over there, but I was tickled. Them green plots are up and going. And the worst piece of soil I got is that piece of soil where the alfalfa is, and that little square I got in front of the alfalfa blind, we call it. I got brassicas 5 inches tall in there now. I couldn't believe it. They're looking good. Now, there was a couple deer up in there, according to the picture, showing me they were up there eating. So whether they survive, and make it, because It's not a real big plot, they may be munching them off, which that's what they're there for. So, but yeah, I was tickled. And the alfalfa bounced back real good with that rain we got and the clover. Now we're going through another dry spell again. We got...
Don't look at it negative. Look at it positive.
No. I'm just hoping everything can make it through till we get this next rain. They're talking the 7th. So another 7-8 days.
Maybe something
like that.
It's got to switch sooner or later.
It's probably going to get colder than the well diggers, what,
that's the okay too.
So, yeah, oh yeah.
That's okay too.
Well, I called you today and I was telling you about, I seen 3 different posts out there from different weather sources. They're talking about a major cold front along about the middle of October.
Yeah, I looked at it. I listened to the guy I normally listen to after you said something, and the last thing he said before he got done was they were looking for a heat wave. So I don't know where that's. Apparently, that's going to slide in before the cold front comes through. You were talking about.
Well, maybe we'll have a big swing. That'll get them up on their feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's always good when that happens. So, got my tag drawed. I got drawed in for 5th week at the parks here in our county. Mm-hmm. Got my tag paid for. You didn't pay for yours yet, did you?
Heck, I'm not giving them their money until till the last minute.
Well,
what's it, November 1st?
I didn't know what it is. I just went ahead and did it so I didn't forget.
Yeah, I don't.
You know how that is. I always forget.
I'll get over there and drive over there by there and watch deer and look at it and see what goes on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, heck yeah.
So, don't forget, coming up, and it always happens every year. Now, it's a ways off yet, but in Illinois, you got to apply for your turkey tags during what's about gun season.
Right.
We're in the midst of deer hunting hard and heavy, and you got to apply for your turkey tags. So don't forget that if you're out there in Illinois land, the land of communism. You don't want to forget that. So, and I got a new friend. The wife hit it off with a gal, and her old man's name's Richard. And they live out in Seattle, Washington, of all places, when we were on our trip this past summer. And I asked him, they're going to come next April, I believe. And I said, you want to go turkey hunting? And he's born and raised in LA and then lived in Seattle. He don't know what the Midwest is. So I'm going to give him a big indoctrination.
Oh my God.
We're going to do everything we can think of redneck. We're going to have road sodies and all kinds of stuff when we're driving around on the side by side.
I'm not wanting nothing to do with that.
We're going to have a good old time. Oh, heck yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're going to get him up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go turkey hunting. And
there you go. That'll really make him want to go hunting.
Heck yeah. Again. He likes to shoot guns, so hopefully that'll get him interested.
We'll wait till he gets a load of that Illinois permits.
This will be Missouri. I'm going to take him over to Missouri to there. But what else is going on? You know where you're going to go sit opening day? You said over at your little 7-acre patch.
Yeah, maybe? I got a little bitty spot where they go by the house.
Talk about an urban spot.
Yeah, literally. Well,
hey, it's a good spot.
Kind of, sort of, but yeah. I've just been seeing does walk through there, and of course.
But that's the way it usually is every year.
Can't shoot a doe, but sometimes there's bucks that go through there, and I generally don't give it too much attention until closer to rut.
Well, that's kind of like my place.
But I can get in and out of there, walk up next to the house, walk down the sidewalk next to the garage real quiet, sneak out around the garage and go right up in a ladder stand.
Killed a 168 last year out of there.
Well, no, not that same place, but yeah, same place, but not the same tree stand.
Well, yeah.
But I'm not going to track up. I believe in very little footprints, even though the place I'm hunting is, you might as well say it's squished between a couple parks, and they are well used to the smell of human scent. So, I mean, you can't get away with everything, but it's a lot easier to slip.
Well, you got some horses next to you too. That helps.
Yeah. Other than you don't want to hear horses. Horses are noisy, especially when it gets about 4 o'clock. They want fed. Start and the home.
Shut up!
And the farmer isn't home yet, and they start. Yeah, you're hearing.
Shut up, Bessie.
Nah, I don't yell at them. I just yell at them. I just think, man.
There's a big backstrap on them. I don't know why you don't take care of that.
I think it'd cost a little more than deer meat by the time you're done. Plus, that landowner's a good guy. That guy over there's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty good dude.
Yeah.
He let us come in there. We put that plot in for you a year ago.
Yep.
Of course, he ain't done nothing with it since. You just ignore it.
No, because it wasn't that. It was getting does running through there, but.
I think we should put clover in there. That's what I think we should do.
I see a bag of it right over there.
Yeah.
Well,
wouldn't be hard to do.
Yeah.
Back behind us over here.
Oh, okay. There we go.
But
no, I'm not messing with nothing. See, I'm not. That's against my. Him and me are different. He likes to prepare, do everything, and it's great. But for me, part of my preparing is to stay out of there.
What have you been doing all day?
Preparing. I got to
wore out. You told me he was wore out.
I did 4 total loads of laundry. 99% of it had camo or was insulation related. And then I've been, I loaded my 4-wheeler in my little camper. I got a 7x14 camper. My 4-wheeler goes up in there.
Got that done, huh?
It's all organized. It's all swept. Did the sweeping. Did all my stuff, and I'm ready to go. So all I got to do now is organize where I'm going to put my clothes so that I go in, I come out of the house and I go and I get dressed in there because it's not got all the other household smells in it. It still don't smell perfect, but it doesn't have all the household smells in it.
Hey, we gotta do some more investigating on that 10 acres next to our lease down there. See if I got to give him a call back and see if he thinks maybe we can bow hunt that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a sneak through spot.
Oh, if they're going to go across the road.
That's I think so. I think that's a good spot where they could sneak through. So
yeah, sometimes
the smallest investigation there.
Don't talk over me again. Sometimes the smallest pieces of property.
Okay, there, Vern.
Because
thanks, Vern. Absolutely. That little spot you got, 7 acres? 8?
9.
9.
Don't cut me short.
7, 8, 9.
9, whatever it takes.
10. Hell, you can hunt on top of the house and sit on the house.
I like it because if I sit in that middle stand, there's only a small patch I can't see once the weeds and stuff. And if you start looking at your trail cameras, I noticed the last couple of days here, the leaves are starting to come off the lower brush a little bit. Some of the stuff that was blocking your trail cameras and stuff like that, or making it so, and it's cleaned out a bunch. So your solar panels are charging up real well if you're running cameras with solar panels.
Yeah. I got one there in the timber over there at my honey hole spot. I gotta check that out. We got one more stand to put up. We may go tomorrow, since that phone call you just got right before we started was later in the week. Maybe we go tomorrow and do that and get that done.
I'm gonna wait till I see what he says tomorrow morning.
Oh,
but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we got one more ladder stands in the woods. We just got to pick the tree and hoist it up and get it up and going, and that'll give me a little bit of a look-see on my plot. The camera on there shows part of it's green, but we didn't get as much rain here as I did in Missouri. So when it did rain, but I got to get another chair in that ground blind on the outside edge of the timber there. So if we go sit together and try to shoot a double, we'll have 2 in there because I think there's only 1 in there. So we got to do that.
Okay.
So we got some stuff we're behind on. Some of this stuff should have been done.
I got a question for you, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
And you grunt for deer, right? You can bleat for a fawn and stuff like that. Is there any bodily noise you can make that if you left a certain call at home that you could, for deer? Because I know you're a good turkey hunter. He can call turkeys. Doesn't need much at all. But what would be your go-to bodily noise you could make to grunt a deer over? I mean, back when you was a kid, you'd put your hand underneath your. But that's too much movement, right?
Well, I guess just to eat some Taco Bell the night before, maybe. I don't know if that'd work or not.
Well, you used to be able to belch. I can belch, but they never come to it.
Yeah. This is a little fun fact story. You get that buck and he's on a doe, and everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to grunt at him and try to get him to come over here and challenge me,
What?
And I got a buddy I used to hunt with, and he would never grunt at the buck. He would fawn bleat to that doe and try to get her curious enough to come look-see, and act like that fawn's in distress. And he had a lot of success getting that, because that buck he's so fixated on her. He's always going to go wherever she goes. Well, if she hears another grunt, she don't want to go over there where you got to call him off of that doe. That's really hard. That don't happen 1 out of 100 times. Maybe he might,
I've been deer hunting 40 years.
Snort wheeze at them. Hell, I've snort wheezed at them and they run.
Yeah.
So I've tried to do that. I've fawn bleed at them, and you'll get them curious. I haven't always got them. I don't know. He must have been better at it to me, but I could get them to look and stuff. But the other thing I got that's I think is a good tactic. I've got a tail, a deer tail, and it's brown, and then white trimmed. And I put it on my bow rope. And I get up in the tree, I'll carry that in my pack, put it in my bow rope, and I put some fishing lead weights on the bottom just to give it a little weight, because it's real lightweight. It's like foam kind of a material.
Blowing the sun in the wind.
Well, and you get, if you see that buck cruising that's by himself and you grunted him, or you've got that fawn that you're bleating at, trying to get that, you think there's a fawn over here in distress, you twitch that tail and they see that white flicker. Sometimes that can be all that, get them to come that 20 yards you need them to come. So that's a little trick I've tried over the years. It's worked a time or two. I don't believe I've ever shot a buck doing that, but it helps, do you want this buck to come over closer, get a better look? Do you make that decision to shoot, So that's always helpful. But what's, so we got the parks are out, all the winners of that are out. You got, if you're in here around us at all, you know more about this than me. It's on Wednesday. Standby drawing is on Wednesday once they start opening the parks up. Is that right?
I don't know how to look at it this year. I won't want to say, but
It's always been Wednesday, wasn't it?
I think it's Thursday.
Yeah, but I thought you started hunting Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
No. I don't know what.
But there's a standby drawing that you can go and. So if even though you applied and don't get in, for those that are maybe new and stuff, I ran into a new guy at church last week or 2 weeks ago. 2 Sundays ago. He's from Texas, working at ADM, I believe, in some faction of ADM, and he lives out here in Mount Zion. And I was telling him about the parks. I said, you can hunt these parks and stuff. He goes, well, of course he's from Texas. He goes, well, I'm mainly been a rifle hunter. I said, well, get you a bow. I said, we got 4 parks here in this county, right here in our own county, that are really good parks to hunt.
There's big deer in every one of them.
There is. There's always a good. If there ain't 150 killed out of each park each year, I'll kiss your butt. And usually bigger than that. And for public ground, that's good deer.
Yeah, they're in there. And there's probably some bigger than that.
They opened up the south end of Fort Daniels this year, so that's going to be interesting. I got to get over there and do a little scouting here. I'm going to do that this week. So later this week, I'm going to.
It's got to cool off.
Well, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to go in the morning and bump deer around. I don't care. I'm going to go over there and act like I'm a walker and walk around. Walk around.
Well, they're used to you over there.
They're used to that a little bit. Yeah. So, and that may help me with my other spot, because it seems like when the hunters go in there, my other spot starts to see more deer because it pushes them out of the park and they go to their other spots that are close to the park. So, but all right. Ain't got much else, I don't think, on the agenda. So
I got it. We're gonna have to get him some pictures and some video footage.
Yeah, we got
as it kicks in now.
Right. Well, I'm going to have Lee put on this video feed for this episode 4. Or episode 4. Put the buck that walked by me that was the smaller of the two. I got a still picture of him, and then I had I think a short video of a doe eating some chestnuts. And I got the hen group 10, I call it, the hen group 10. They've picked up a straggler somewhere, so there's 11. So there's 11 now in that hen group. And man, they work over that field bad. They're not eating them chestnuts, but man, they're bugging in there hard and stuff.
Did you buy a turkey permit this year for archery?
I did not.
See, the parks will allow you to shoot a turkey.
Yeah, I was reading that in the stuff. Yeah, you get one turkey in there. I probably ought to get me
just
one.
In case one of them walks by. It's not something something you
be more apt to happen down at our lease. I'd suspect. Than anywhere, because there's a lot of turkeys down there. Last time I was down there, I seen a bunch.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, cool.
So all right, we're gonna. Sign off here. I don't know how long we're in right now. I'll be honest. I think we're probably 15, 20 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
So, HUAH Outdoors coming at you. Season starts in 2 days. Good luck to you. Wear your vest, your harness. Connect to your lifeline. Stay connected at all times. And Jay?
Stay calm. Pick a spot.
There you go. HUAH Outdoors. We'll see. It's still recording.